Well, I am here at the Great Sand Dunes National Park in southern Colorado, and look at this beautiful sunset. Isn't that gorgeous? And the sunset's just beginning. And here's a view of the dunes themselves. So, as usual for me, I have done the teeniest, tiniest amount of dipping my toe into what a national park has to offer. Um, my body doesn't function in ways that are typically expected and that are and that the typical recreation activities are built around. So what this particular park has to offer is you can go out on the dunes and you can actually walk up the dunes and hike around on the dunes. I get over there to the parking lot and there is a really long stretch of sand to get to the dunes, which, I mean, it's landscape, that makes sense. But I walk on the sand for probably about 5 minutes into it, and I am wiped out. My knees are hurting. Um, my body is aching. So I took some pretty pictures and sat there for a while on a log and sort of enjoyed the view for a little while and looked at how far it was to get to the dunes. And yeah, I turned around and went back. I was probably out there 20, 30 minutes. There's also, if you enjoy water stuff, which I do not, there's a shallow riverbed that apparently in certain times of year is quite swift water, and um, you can play around in that. You can dip your toe in, you can play in the water, you can, I don't know, you can play in the water. And yeah, I don't do much in the way of water activities at all. I don't like the wetness. I don't like the getting wet. I don't like being splashed. I don't like drops. I tolerate showers when I'm in the right mood, as part of my routine. I don't I deal with washing my hands and I can handle it because I'm used to it, but I don't like it. I don't like water on my skin. I like being around rain. I do not like being in rain. Um, yeah, so I did not do the river activities. There's lots of other hiking in the forest and in the trees, and yeah, same issue with the sand. I could probably get a little bit farther because it's not sand, but not much. Um, so that's kind of what they have to offer. I walked around um, the visitor center for a little while because they have some interpretive signage and some learning activities to learn about the dunes. That was kind of interesting. But this is kind of me and national parks is there's not a lot that my body physically can handle because most of the activities involve having to walk extended periods and to get to things and then to exert physical strength to to do the activities, and I have very little physical strength. I'm hypermobile, I have EDS, I have very, very low stamina because I just get injured so very easily that I have a hard time with activities or physical exertion. So I haven't built up stamina. And yeah, and I get injured extremely easily. So I have a lot of fear around that. Very justified fear because I have been injured more times than I can possibly count. Um, and yeah, so anyway, this is me in national parks. One thing I am looking forward to, sort of, is this is an international dark sky designated area. And so, unlike most places in the world nowadays that are populated and um, have too much light pollution, this is one of those areas where there's little to no light pollution, and you should actually be able to see the Milky Way on a clear night. But the forecast tonight is partially cloudy, so I may not be able to get to see that. We'll see. I plan on staying up and hoping to see at least some of that. I don't really know if I have much point or insight. There's nothing profound to say about this. It's just, this is me in national parks. Enjoy the footage of the dunes. Here's a little more of that sunset a little bit later.